This week of reviews is going to be dedicated to only the Bad Batch members. Kind of, I already reviewed Echo, so he's kind of out of the way. I might do a smaller review of him, maybe. But as far as it goes, the others here, the other 5 members, are completely in play. Unfortunately, I don't have a 7th figure because the other figurehead was Cad Bane, and I already reviewed him. So, bit unfortunate there, but that is the concept of this week. So let's just get into the review of... Crosshair is the last of the new reviews for the Bad Batch gang. He is number 5, and he is my favorite Bad Batch member. I left him for last because he is my favorite Bad Batch member. Of course I did. Crosshair is the traitor of the group in the Bad Batch series, and he was always kind of an oddity, even in his first appearance. A little bit of a, pessimist, everything. But I love his whole arc throughout Bad Batch, him joining the Empire and then seeing the error of his ways as he goes along, seeing that the Empire is indeed not good. Not good at all. And his character arc's great, personally. It's genuinely my favorite. Any Crosshair episode is genuinely amazing in the Bad Batch. Especially the Ice World one. I love that one. With him and Commander Mayday. If we could get a Commander Mayday, I would be thrilled, by the way. That would be a sick figure to have. I love his design. Don't know if they would, though, because he's, again, complete new sculpt, but that would be a wicked one to get someday. Anyway, there's his box with his picture. Number 2, stuff. And that is the box. We don't need to see more. He is genuinely my favorite. And it's not close. It just isn't. Just armor design-wise and everything, he is my favorite. And out of the figures, he is my favorite because he's dead accurate. There's nothing missing here. He is different in a lot of ways from the other ones, of course, but he actually does have some reuse from Hunter. If you look at the legs, they're the exact same. There's no difference, no paint differences, no anything. They are the exact same leg assemblies, and I think the waist component is as well, but the chest piece is blatantly different. Crosshair has a lot of a skinnier build than the rest of the batch, so it does make sense for him to have a bit of a different look to him. As far as it goes, design-wise, his arms are very good. He has a nice asymmetrical shoulder with that big blade, which he does use to aim sometimes, so that's pretty cool. Otherwise, the other one's pretty basic with a smooth-out shoulder. The torso, as I mentioned, is a lot smoother, but he does kind of have a stock kind of padding on his right side. That is where his stock would rest, so that makes sense. Along with something in a bandolier. And then on a belt down here, we have his holster with his DC-17, because he has a DC-17. They all do. Except Wrecker and Omega. They all have DC-17s. And his legs, again, same as Hunter. Same paint, same everything. They're quite literally just Hunter's legs. Nothing's different, and it makes sense. And as far as he goes, again, great character, great design, in my opinion. And he's just awesome. As far as his accessories go, of course, we gotta talk about the sniper rifle first. That's his whole thing. He's the sharpshooter. Very good perception. That's his thing. I never really talked about a lot. I guess I did. Omega doesn't really have a variation other than being a female clone, I guess. His is perception. He's very good at sniping and everything like that. Very good. Sniper is unique. I don't know the name of this sniper rifle. Looks good. Very nice. And he can hold it. But it's one of those things that I hate to do because it's a thumb wrap. So you have to put the thumb on the outside and then do that. And then from there, you just got to take it, bend the elbow a little bit, and it's just going to pop out. It's not easy to get it in the exact position it needs to go in, but once you do get it there, he does hold it quite well. Though when you do use the other arm, it does often have to sit up by the trigger. So that is exactly where that's going to end up at. But you can kind of get him posed up as if he is looking down the sight. So that's good. You can at least get the pose. Put the arms down. Do that. Have him with the kind of just neutral standing pose. So that's really good. Nothing too crazy. DC-17, the equivalent of fists for the SH Figuarts figures. Every clone pretty much comes with that thing. Just slides into that holster, never to be seen again. He, of course, comes in a backpack, but his is a little more unique. Same T-peg setup, but it interacts with this. Yes, if you rip the barrel off, you can actually take this, peg that onto the side, and then take the rest of it here and then slide it in. Don't do what I just did and launch the side thing. Launch the barrel. Obviously only landed right there, but you can slide that into place, do that, and there you go. You can store his sniper rifle. So yeah, he actually has a useful backpack, unlike the others who just kind of have them. Literally, they all just have them. Removing the helmet here, which is again an accessory, looks pretty good. Again, not much of a design to it. He does have that really unique circular thing there for a sniper sight. Then his rangefinder can flip down over front. Very good. Nothing too crazy. I like his helmet. Again, one of my favorites out of the bunch. I just like the shaping of it. It's very odd, like a concept clone or something. I don't know. It's really strange. And then his face is different, actually. Much like in the show, I find it hard to see Crosshair as a clone. I just don't see it. To me, he's the one that passes as not a clone. The others, I can see some Tamora Morrison in there, but he doesn't give that. Even in the show, he doesn't give the clone face. It's really odd. It's like he's a different guy. It's like he's not a clone. He does have his signature bullseye tattoo there on the eye, so that's good. And he has the nice gray hair, giving him a kind of old look. It's always been something with Crosshair, is the old-lookingness to him. How he has gray hair, I don't know. Did they modify that? Did they just, did that just happen? What causes this? But again, I just don't find he looks like a clone. I feel like he could genuinely pass as a random bounty hunter, honestly. Everything about him, again, there is clone parts in here. The hands are clone reuse, and then, as I said in the Hunter review, the thighs and feet are reuse as well of a clone trooper. But everything else is completely new. There's not much really to pick out here. It's interesting, though, that he looks the least like a clone. As far as it goes, that's him. So let's just get to that articulation. Ball joint in the head. The helmet does not impede his articulation. Which is nice. We're just going to remove this because it's going to fall off anyway, if we're being honest. If you're wondering. Similar to the lightsaber pegs. That's how this combines together and everything like that. So that's good. The arms go forward and back, outward, elbow joint, swivel, and again, in, out, left, up and down, right. The waist is a little odd because of this belt, so it's kind of going to impede it, and if you bend it too far, you're going to rip it, and I feel like I see a stress mark already forming there. You also have the kick forward and back, but again, it has the clone thing, where it doesn't like to kick forward. It swivels at the thigh before it would rather kick forward naturally because of the groove here. So that's a bit of a shame. I mean, it'd be cool, but yeah, no, you don't get it. Knee joint, very good. Swivel, ankle tilt, forward and back at the foot as well. And that is essentially it for Crosshairs, and that is Crosshair in a nutshell. And what are my thoughts here on Crosshair? I think, like I said, my favorite. There's not really anything I'd change about the figure. Everything is about as accurate as it gets. They didn't miss a beat. The reuse of Hunter's legs is fine, because, well, it makes sense that they'd have some reuse between their armor. Him and Hunter are the exact same size other than the chest area. It makes sense of them having similar legs, I guess. But everything else is completely there. Actually, the gauntlet on the right is also reuse. I'm just looking at that. That is reuse. Also the shoulder. I'm going to guess the shoulders here are too. I'm kind of missing a couple reuse points, but still, there's a lot of reuse from Hunter. Which, again, like I said, makes sense, being that they're the two kind of most normal. They're the closest in armor type. Wrecker is a similar armor type, but he's a lot bigger, so it makes sense for him to not have any reuse parts between him, obviously. And then Tech just, again, doesn't even look like one of the Bad Batch members because he didn't get the notice of the color scheme. But this guy is just good. There's not anything. He's perfect in my eyes. Nothing wrong here. Everything's great. There's no problems here. Genuinely. Probably the best one of the batch, honestly. No issues, nothing to complain about. The sniper, again, it's only a typical thing. That's a thing that just happens with certain guns, personally. That's just a me issue. You might not have an issue with it. It's a lot sturdier than your typical guns. Like the Boba Fett gun, that one is not sturdy. I know my Zero's is almost snapped in half, which is a shame. But that is basically it for Crosshair. Great figure. 10 out of 10 would recommend. This has been my review of Star Wars Black Series Crosshair, and we'll have one more small review to wrap up Batch Week.